Hey, what's up, guys? We're back again with the best mirrored goblin barrel bait deck without any champions in Clash Royale. Number 13 player in the entire world only plays this deck. The leaderboard is a little bit glitched right now, so it's not showing him as number 13, but as you guys can see right here, he is number 13 on the leaderboard. What's up with that, Clash Royale? Fix your leaderboard. But getting back to the deck, this thing is so strong. Having mirrored furnaces, the fire spirits that are mirrored up finish off princesses, dark goblins, girl rascals. They do so much more damage. Mirroring up bowlers when your opponent feels like they're free to spam in the other side makes every Royal Hogs and Hog Rider player super sad. Especially if they have Barbarian Barrel, because that can't finish off a mirrored up Goblin Barrel. And when you mirror up Rascals, the girl Rascals don't even die to log. Mirror has created so many unfair interactions in Clash Royale, and this deck uses them the best. So if you want every player that's playing against you to have a terrible time, this is the deck. Let's go jump straight some games and assert dominance with the best mirror bait deck in Clash Royale. And a huge thanks to everyone that's using creator code SIRTAG, making this channel possible. Because he's got the clan name and he's got his actual name lined up. He is going hard in the paint with the wall breakers at the start of the game. And he's able to get some damage on my furnace, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I guess he's going to assassinate it anyway with the Dark Goblin. Wait, how did I get that other Fire Spirit coming out? I got so lucky. Like, the Fire Spirit couldn't have been birthed because the furnace is already dead. Yet that mysterious Fire Spirit wandered its way onto the map. Also, these Rascals are going to force out a ton of elixir. Forcing out the Skeleton King and then also crushing the Skeleton Army as well. This is totally going to be a vibe. Now, without the Skeleton Army in cycle, he's going to have to arrow on top of the Goblin Barrel, assuming he's got arrow in the deck. And then we can go for a mirrored Goblin Barrel with the Bowler tanking for it. So we'll see how that works. Oh, he's only going to go for a Fireball. That's a -1 trade. Let's go for it. Let's go, guys. That's so much damage. And then the Goblin on the right-hand side just doesn't die. How is that 1,500 damage? That doesn't make sense. Mirrored up barrel is straight up broken. If your opponent doesn't have a good small spell in hand like log, I mean, Barb Barrel doesn't even kill the goblins, right? If it's level 13 at tournament standard, there's no Barb Barrel that's a level 11 that's able to finish it off. So, yeah, it's straight up unfair. I'm not going to lie, or I'm not going to tell you guys anything different. I need a log on top of the Dark Goblin because it is able to finish off my furnace. Not a huge fan of losing my furnaces like that. So we'll try to keep that alive as long as possible. He's going to have Skeleton King, and he's going to have Skeleton Army. He's going to have Wall Breakers. I think this is a phenomenal matchup for me. I don't think that the Furnace... Wow, the Furnace did pull. Right when I said I didn't think it was going to. It's like, Jake, I got you, fam. Don't doubt it for a single second. So I can go for a Bowler to finish off the rest of his stuff here. He's going to have damage in the right-hand side, so even if you get a Fire Spirit connection, it's not the end of the world. I might want to go in for a mirrored up Goblin Barrel again because it worked out so well for us last time. If the Bowler is tanking, as we said before, that's generally going to be the best decision. Oh my gosh! The Bowler didn't target the Inferno Tower! Why did it hit all the Skeleton Army? It hit the Skeleton Army 3 times in a row. I'm hitting strikes out here, guys. We're Wii Bowling out here. Let me know if in the comment section you've ever played Wii Bowling. That is one of the most nostalgic games of my life. I played that with my family growing up almost every day. Let me know down below in the comment section what games you guys played as kids when you're growing up and stuff, because I don't know, for me it was like Wii games and then Pokemon. Those are the two that I love the most. Anyway, jumping back to the game here, I want to go in for the Bowler. Hopefully we're able to shut down at least one of the Wall Breakers. Oh wow, we shoot it. How do we shoot both of them there? This Bowler is the best value I've ever gotten in Clash Royale. Like, every time that I want it, I get it. I might be able to get a Minion Horde to tank for the Bowler as well. Wow, this is a little bit stupidly successful and lucky. That usually never happens whenever I play ladder. Like, I never get this lucky with my interactions. But every single thing that could go my way is going my way today. So I'm going to go for another Goblin Barrel here, and I think he's going to Skeleton Army, so I'll Fireball it, and we'll see if we make the prediction. I do make the prediction. You always want to, you know, figure out what your opponent's got in their hand, and then if you know that, then you can, you know, just destroy them. Make them feel terrible. Make them feel so bad that they Fireball in the corner of the map because they give up like this guy. Oh, man, that was such a fun game. GG, well played, and peace out. All right, so jumping into this game, and we're going to see what's happening. Got to go and give this man a little bit of fear with the 20-win emote. It's my favorite emote in the game, and I guess this guy isn't afraid at all. This Golem is in the back. First play. You wild child. You absurd sir. I hate when people do this, because if you don't have Furnace and you have to dig for it, you're not going to have too good of an answer to that Golem coming at you. So we'll see if he arrows this, and then I can go for a mirrored up Rascals, or if he logs, or if he just continues to spam. He's going to Barb Barrel. I don't necessarily like that play on our opponent's end. I think that was definitely some card that you want to save for my Goblin Barrel, but I guess this man is not in any type of saving mentality. He's on a spending spree, going for a poison as well. Looks really, really good for me now. because the Rascals should be able to tank up for the Baby Dragon, especially with the Fire Spirit coming down. Baby Dragon is not going to be able to get any damage. Oh, no, it still gets a hit. Wow, I underestimated how good the Baby Dragon was. Or maybe I overestimated the level 13 Rascal's capabilities. My bad. All right, so anyway, we're at least able to get a lot of damage with the Fire Spirits. Because he's not going to have poison in cycle, there's no way for him to limit the potential of value that we can get from the furnace. But he's soaking up all the damage that he got, you know? He's retracing his steps now. He did a ton of damage, and now we're getting it all back. You love to see it. All right, I'm going to Goblin Barrel on the other side. He's likely just going to straight up ignore it, because that seems like how he is as a person. I might want to go in for another set of Rascals just to get high damage per second. He will likely poison this, but it's fine, because I don't think he has Elixir for a while, so... As long as it doesn't explode on top of my Rascals, we're okay. Oh, it did explode on my Rascals. That's quite bad for me, because now he can poison them out very quickly. All right. Thick Boy, you have to get your redemption arc. You decided to die to the Baby Dragon last time, but today we're rewriting history, and you're going to, you know, find your faults, and you're going to make sure that you don't incorporate them in this game again. All right. Fire Spirit's going to lock on tower. He's going to go Golem in the back as he did before. I might want to go in for, like, a Bowler here, and then go in for a Goblin Barrel, to be honest. I don't know. Like, I'm honestly just thinking that I got to play pretty aggressive here. With 53 seconds remaining, I can't guarantee if I'm going to take a tower in any other situation. So if the Bowler's tanking and then the Goblins lock onto the tower, I might be able to go in for a mirrored up Goblin Barrel and snag the tower here. So that's what I'm vibing with. Or, I guess if he goes in for a Tornado and a Mega Minion, he's overspending Elixir. So I can definitely vibe with that too. I likely want to go in for a Fireball with a Log to finish off all the Night Witch Bats and the Baby Dragon. I don't necessarily know if I can get a Baby Dragon down in time here, but I'm going to try to do, or Minion Horde to counter the Baby Dragon down in time. Looks like I do. Wait, this is looking really, really good. I defended. Let's go. And he's going to go Golem in the back. This is the most adventurous Sir that I've ever seen. Why would you think that would work? If you Tornado the first one, there's plenty more Goblins from where that came from, brother. GG, well played, and peace out. So, yeah, that worked out wonderfully. The Thick Rascals at level 13, they should have put in the work at the start, but at least they were able to make it happen in the end. GG, well played, and it was a lot of fun beating a Golem player that goes a Golem in the back first play when you don't even have your building in cycle. Getting into business in this game, I'm just going to go whip out my Bowler and see what's happening. Obviously, it's going to be one of the safest plays to start with, and this guy's going to go for Peck in the back. So I got to go for 2 Bowlers. I don't love this, but I just don't want that Royal Ghost to lock onto my tower, right? I just can't have that Ghost start ghosting me. Maybe this guy's going to have some weird P.E.K.K.A version. I don't know. I haven't seen people with Royal Ghost as often as Dark Prince now, but he's running an old school P.E.K.K.A deck. All right, so I can go for Rascals here. It's going to be really hard for him to break through, even if he's going to end up having a Battle Ram. We should be able to shut this down if I can afford a Log in time. Please do not fail me now, Log. Yes, sir. As you guys can see, if the Log finishes off the Battle Ram, it also damages down and pushes back the Barbarians. So if you can time that accordingly, it is always optimal. It works with anything, really, besides Goblin Giant. Whatever happens to Goblin Giant, if you finish it off with the spell, the Spear Goblins do not get assassinated as well. But Tombstone Spawners, Goblin Drill, Battle Ram, all those cards, if you can finish off the units with a Log, the Log will also hit the remaining stuff. So that's really cool. Really, really cool to kill the units that are spawned. All right, so he poisons here. I might be better off going in for a Bowler just to shut down the Royal Ghost. I think that's going to be our best bet. Making sure that you have a good card cycle to accommodate that with either Rascals or a Bowler is imperative for me to win this game. One thing that I want to do, though, is I want to go in for like a Minion Horde here and then kill the P.E.K.K.A that he drops at the river and then Fireball on top of a Magic Archer. If you were to drop a P.E.K.K.A at the river to finish it off, that'd be awesome. But a Fireball almost immediately. Very smart player. Goes in for the zap. He knew what I was going to do. If he hadn't done that, he would have automatically lost the game. So credit where credit is due. Pretty good player. Yeah, just much respect on my end, man. I think I did overcommit, though. I think I played pretty aggressively. I know that I'm going to take damage from the Rascals, not getting down fast enough, but it is what it is. I was hoping the double elixir would just, you know, spurt a little bit faster, and I completely mistimed that thing. Okay, so I can go for a Bowler at the river, and it would lock on to the Bandit and also hit the tower, but I don't think that's necessarily going to be worth it. Might be better off just logging. Oh, wait. I finished it off. Never mind. We're vibing. We're here for it. Poison's going to be out of cycle again. So every time that your opponent doesn't have poison and you have Minion Horde, you're able to go in for double Minion Horde and then like Fireball on top of the Magic Archer. So that's what I'm going to vibe with. This is going to be awesome. Oh my gosh. No way. I am so here for it, bro. The Minion Horde that you never wanted to see. Is he going to E-Wiz or is he going to poison? What is he going to do? Like, I am floored by the fact that I'm able to get this much value. This is ridiculous. The Bowler also locks onto the tower too. I'm loving the game right now, guys. I'm not going to fib. This has been way too much fun for me. All right, so I'm going to go in for a log here. If I was able to double log on top of the Magic Archer, we would have just won the game, but it is what it is. Can't always make that happen. Great player, though. Like, still finding a way to get damage through that is pretty remarkable on his end for sure. So I'm going to go in for another Goblin Barrel, and then I should be able to Fireball, and then I think I win the game. Unless, oh no, I got to go for Furnace here. Not a huge fan of that, but sometimes you got to play safe rather than sorry, and that's exactly what we're doing here. So I'm going to log this back. I'm going to go in for a Fireball as soon as I can hit the Bandit as well, so then he's not able to get any damage. So I just needed to make sure that I could time that properly, and I did. I'm going to get a Bowler down so then the Magic Archer doesn't lock onto our tower, and then I can go for 2 Goblin Barrels. So this guy was a super good player. Very fun game, and I think I hard countered him, but like, he somehow made this close. GG, well played, and peace out, buddy. Pleasure playing against you, and good luck in the rest of your grand challenge. Let's keep cruising. We've been destroying people today with this mirror bait deck. I feel like a lot of people just don't know how to properly prepare against it. If you're playing against 2 Goblin Barrels coming at you, you got to have 2 small spells, because if you're dropping like a huge spell, like a Fireball on top of the first Goblin Barrel, it's going to be a negative elixir trade all day, every day. And most times people will drop their bigger spells like Fireball or Poison on top of the Furnace, right? Even if they have Poison, I guess it doesn't do anything to the Goblins in time, so that's another good vibe. Like, people aren't going to be using anything besides Fireball as a way of dealing with the second iteration of your mirrored up Goblin Barrel. Also, this guy's got Balloon. He's trying to swerve my Furnace on the other side, but that actually worked out better for me. The fact that it went towards my tower instead of the Furnace allowed me to keep the Furnace healthier, so that I'm going to get more damage on my opponent's tower. I mean, the Balloon death damage is not going to do anything more than like 1 Fire Spirit. 1 Fire Spirit connecting to your tower is the equivalent of 200 damage, and the Balloon is the exact same thing. But if I keep the Furnace healthier, that's way more than just 1 Fire Spirit spawning on you. Okay, so I can Fireball. If I can get on top of that Musketeer or at least push it to the other side, then the Rascal Girls are able to lock on a tower, dealing, I think, 500, 600 damage. That's so stupid. I love Rascals. They're very mischievous. When they lock onto the tower, you better pay attention and get those things off as quickly as you can. If he snowballs, it's not that big of a worry. You're not able to activate King Tower even if I drop it off to the side. I might be better off just cycling Furnaces here. Oh, wow. You know, I'm going to go for higher Rascals as well, just so then when they finish off the Balloon, they're not going to get disrupted by the Death Bomb, right? We don't want the bomb to explode on top of the Rascals, too. That's what I was worried about. I hate the fact that the Balloon death damage is able to finish off my Fire Spirits. But the Rascal Girls, every single time, without fail, they deliver damage. Maybe I can go in for a log here. If he tries to supplement that with an Ice Golem, we're able to push back the Ice Golem, do a little bit of damage to that. Make sure the Musketeer gives him no value. If the Ice Golem explodes on my tower, we can withstand that. And if a Musketeer locks onto my tower at 0 HP, that's at least like 300 damage per hit, and I'm not taking that damage, guys. So we'll respond to that every time. He still hasn't figured out that we have Minion Horde, so his only good answer to Minion Horde is going in for like a Snowball and an Ice Golem with his Balloon. And if we eat minor damage, it's, as we said before, minor damage. It's not something major that we have to worry about. So I'm here for it. I'm going to go for Rascals, and I should be able to snipe the Musketeer a little bit faster this way. And I can mirror up the Minion Horde even if you go in for the Snowball in the first one. Like, there is so many great avenues to explore with this matchup. So I'm going to go for the first Minion Horde here. We'll see if he snowballs it as we expected. But the Thick Boy is tanking, so I'm here for it. I also want to go and split my Minion Horde again. Just in case he went in for a Balloon on the other side, I wanted to have 2 minions going towards that. I don't know if it was necessarily the best play of my life, but it was a play that we're rolling with today. I want to Fireball so then the Musketeer dies, and it didn't die. I really expected him to go in for a Balloon on the other side, guys. We try to get feisty and frisky with him because, you know, we're at 9 wins in a grand challenge. I thought the guy would play well. I thought, you know, he would try to make some predictions and some ballsy plays, but I guess he's just content playing passive, you know. He's going to get 1 Balloon hit, but that's not going to do too much damage. And then I can start to go for my Bowler on the other side. And this is where we reign in the pain. I'm talking to you guys about the Mirror Goblin Barrel, of course. It's impossible for him to deal with this. So when he goes in for the first Goblin Barrel counter of the Barb Barrel is going to die to the Bowler, and it's going to give me more splash damage. Like, as the Bowler locks onto the Barb Barrel, it gives me splash damage hitting the tower as well. So I love that. And all I have to do is cycle a Mirror Fireball, and I walk with win. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculatively cycle my Furnace here, Rascals, and then Fireball twice, and we win the game. So there's really not much to see here. This guy tried his absolute hardest, but he couldn't pull it out. The double Fireball hits harder than a rocket, and it feels so good to do that. Hey, so jumping into the next one, Manu Pro. So is he actually going to be a pro player? Is he going to style on me? Is he going to show me some new sublime tactics? Nah, he's just going to Princess at the River first play. Okay, that's a little bit of a disappointment, but at least we're able to clean up that disappointment quickly. So, Guards, Inferno Tower, Princess. He's already dropping 11 Elixir like a crazy person, so I like this a lot. Definitely playing against someone that would probably rocket the Princess, or I guess we don't have Princess in the deck. Rocketing the bowler behind the tower. So I'm not going to drop it on the weaker tower that he's likely going to go in for the rocket on. I'm going to log and I'm going to clean up 4 worth of elixir for 2 so we take those juicy pots of elixir trades all day, every day. And the best thing about the deck is it's really hard for him to deal with the minion horde if he doesn't have Princess and Ice Spirit in cycle. And he's only got rocket, so the minion horde's going to lock on a tower, and he's going to have to go in for like a Valkyrie or a Knight on top of the bowler. So either situation, he's losing a lot of damage on either side. So I like this a lot. I think that either side, wherever we go, we're going to be vibing. He can't Princess at the river. He's probably going to go in for like a Princess if we went for the minion horde. So I'd rather go in for the Furnace, delay the Ice Spirit from locking onto the tower. Yeah, I'm going to eat a lot of damage, but it's worth it in the long run, right? So if you can catch your opponent cycling the Princess in the back or cycling at the river, and then you're able to finish it off with a fireball like this, and then going for the minion horde at the river, then you're able to get a lot of value and force out at least a rocket, which is a -1 trade for them, or, you know, they're going to take a ton of damage like you just saw. So there's really no good avenue for our opponent to explore when we do this. I'm going to fireball in the tower just to force out even more elixir on top of the Furnace, I hope. I hope he drops something else. We can get 1 more Fire Spirit from this, and the second Fire Spirit will be able to lock on a tower and do maybe 300 damage if he doesn't respond to it, right? Yeah, let's go. All right, cool. We'll take that trade. And then I can log this a little bit further back. I'm just going to adjust to the shadow of the Goblin Barrel. You don't necessarily always know where the Goblin Barrel is going to be placed, but if you look at the shadow, you can deduce if it's like a little bit distorted, it will be in the back. That's why I was able to figure that out there. But a Goblin Barrel in the back as well, and it looks like if this walks on a tower, we should be able to walk with a win. Hypothetically, I can just like fireball here. Oh, wow, he missed it. Yeah, if you drop the Goblin Barrel slightly further back like where I did, even though it's directly on top of the tower, a lot of people will just misplace their Goblin Barrel counter of the log or the Barb Barrel, and you'll be able to get value. So when you're playing against log, specifically do the placement that I just did, and more times than not, like people that are not paying attention, they're going to mess up because there's a lot of stuff going on around the map with me cycling bowlers, rascals at the river, maybe going in for some frisky minion hordes. It's really hard for him to also pay attention to the Goblin Barrel that's cycled from the back of the tower too. That was actually just an incredibly easy win. The dude tried to rocket cycle me at the end, but if the game went on any longer, I was just going to take his other tower. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily content, and have an awesome rest of your day.